welcome back to the CBS 4K, and this is Starship Command Orion Spur. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to get into this video. You're probably asking why I start with Deadblock 3. It's because they take a look at what bridge combat looks like, and I think bridge combat is going to give a unique perspective on the game. So, let's just look at that first, and then we can talk about what we don't like and what I like and what various other things. You can leave your comments in the comment section, giving your opinion. But I'll also leave a link to this video in the description so that you guys can check it out yourselves and make your own opinion, as well as look at the, let's say, the channel of this developer and get your idea of whether or not you like this game. So like, yeah, let's try this out. I don't hear many people talking about it, so I decided to be the one to give them a helping hand, as it were.
Orion Spur, back again with another development blog. Last time I went over.
I'm so generous, right, guys?
Like heat systems and management, keeping yourself from blowing up in the middle of a heated combat engagement, right? And that was a lot of fun. But it was all from the exterior. One of the things that we've, been building with this game is being able to direct everything from the captain's chair.
And that's the reason why I wanted to go from this point in Deathblock 3, because you look at that sort of aspect of it, because you're giving this as a good good preview of what this game will be on launch. So hopefully it sings.
That's a huge part of the game that we're going to show off today. So I feel like it's in a good place to demonstrate. The two systems, the interior and exterior view, they've been getting developed side by side since code line number 1. That's
pretty good, actually, because if you start that way, you'll have less mess-ups in between, hopefully. I said hopefully. I don't know that for sure.
So everything you can do from the exterior.
So it looks like you got beams, missiles, cannons.
It's just a little bit different workflow to give those orders to your officers for them to carry out for you. That's like the whole point of the game, and what we really set out to do when we started was how can we give the players the ability to sit down in a chair and command the ship during a battle. From the exterior view, you can look around and see everything that's happening around you, but if you're sitting in the chair, you've got to rely on instinct and memory, situational awareness, and listening to the officers as they talk to you. All those things are going to get fleshed out as we move along, but today we're going to demonstrate some of the combat features that are available now. Just as a disclaimer, I'm sure this is obvious, but, for the lawyers, this is all very early development still. Well, this is an internal alpha.
Good idea covering yourself early.
So if you're looking forward to testing or something like that, it's not quite there yet. Don't worry, we're getting there, and I know that there's definitely folks excited to give this game a shot. And I'm excited to give it to you, but we want to give it to you in a state where
it's stable. I know.
It makes sense, and where the feedback that you'll get back is actually useful from a public testing perspective. Don't worry, you get there. It's coming soon, TM. We're a team of like 4 people, so we're doing our best here as we move.
4 people? And you've built this already? Very impressive. No, really, it's very impressive. Like, I'm trying to think of like a smaller dev teams, but like a 4-person team working on very complex systems and also rendering very complex character models and like a 3D space combat as well as internal. Yeah.
Forward, you're going to see lots of changes. Like every day, things get changed visually, or mechanical knobs get turned for little numbers. Core gameplay vision really isn't going to change that much. Sit down in a chair and command a battle, or fly the ship from the outside and blow things up like that. It's not going to change, but the details, the inner workings and whatnot, they change every day. So
it gives me a feel. It reminds me a little bit of Star Trek in this combat system.
What you see here
There's noises
is,
too.
I would say, representative of the final product, but it should not be taken as like gospel. Without further ado, from the exterior view, all you have to do is press space, and you will be switched to the interior mode. Now from here, as you can see, the exact same view that we had from the outside.
The graphics seem a little grainy, but I feel like you can probably fix that later. That's that's important because video games are visual medium, but at the same time, it's still good enough to be like, yeah, this is fine.
This window is one of my favorite things because it really gives you that feeling of scale too. This is a big ship, although certainly not the largest we have in the game.
Really?
We will show those off. Don't worry.
Wow.
So this is the bridge. You can see we've got all our officers in their seats doing their jobs.
That is
as
impressive.
we move around here. I want to point out that our
Again, four-man team
has done a tremendous job. Attention to detail, quality.
Yes,
This work. It's just phenomenal.
I was talking about the look of it earlier, but looking around and giving a good look at it, like it's quite impressive. And factoring in is a 4-person team, I think it looks pretty good for the state that it is right now. Like I said before, it could use a little sprucing up, but that's only because I came off of watching like the Dawn Walker trailer, and they got like an 80-person well experienced, well oiled team, and it's like you guys got 4, but you're still doing good enough so that you can match them, and you're probably gonna do better than Starfield. I keep mentioning Starfield in my videos.
Yeah, every time I get a new model from this guy, I'm just blown away.
Looks better than Starfield.
Start over here. This is one of my
This game looks
rooms.
way better than
There's nothing really in here. It's just a machine room, but it does give another window where you can get another perspective on the exterior view. And again, just the attention to detail in here is phenomenal. And then we'll move on to our conference room here on the left.
Really?
This is where we're going to move the story forward.
Dude, I love the idea that you can walk around on the ship. Like, it cannot be understated enough how much I like that. Like, the idea of just walking around on the ship, I don't fully know how to explain how cool that is. And how rare that is. I can count that on how many games that let you walk around in the ship and fly around in sort of an open world sandbox sort of situation. On like one hand, one of them being Mass Effect, another being Starfield, another being X series of games, but those are so rare and far between each other that it is quite impressive just looking at it from that angle. Well, there's Star Citizen 2. But I feel like a number of people just... Star Citizen is very controversial, and I'll leave it at that. It's very controversial, and I'll leave it at that. There's some issues with it. But it's been developed... You know what? Let's leave it at that. It's controversial.
And provide mission briefings. You're going to come in here with your team and sit down and discuss previous mission, the next mission, strategic steps, all kinds of other stuff. I can't
That's
even really
cool.
get into everything we're going to be doing with this room. Go right across the hall to the captain's day cabin. Just a immersive piece of the world here where...
Can you design your logo? I wonder.
This is where the captain goes to take a break or take a private call. This will be another place where we can move the story forward and work in elements where you can take a call from your desk, stuff like that. And then what I'm most excited for really is being able to take this elevator down to other decks of the ship.
What?
Hold on, it's not there yet. Again, he's amazing. But remember, he's one guy, so we gotta work with him.
He's one dude, all right. He's amazing, but he's a one-man operation, and he's trying to do his best. Like to get off his back. I like the way he's just like defending him throughout this video.
Limitation of only being able to do so much work in a day, but the rest of the ship is slated to be created, so we can flesh out even more of the ship for you to explore when we get there. I'm really excited for that. It'll be a lot of fun putting the ship together, filling it up with all your personnel and crew that make the day-to-day operations happen. That's the sort of out-of-combat experience of being on Deck 1. I will set us up with a combat scenario, and we're going to get through a whole combat scenario from just the bridge. So here we are. I've put one of our pirate raiders here on the other team. And as we get closer, we'll come in on the scope and we can pull it up on the view screen.
I think I'll like this view more. I know the ship view is probably a better way to do combat, but there's something much more fun having it from the bridge view. Like you feel like you're in command of the ship.
Get us closer to the
which is going to be a thrill.
All the same features are available in the interior view. So right now we're looking at our engineer. And you can click on any of these officers, which are right mouse button, and pull up the associated command menu.
Oh.
So the tactical officer has got all these weapons commands and also some combat maneuvers. Right? So
whoa!
Our now in range target. It will come up on the view screen like this.
That's impressive.
To focus in on a particular target, and then I can tell the tactical officer, hey, I want to stay at optimal range. And then
I'm just sitting here with a massive grin. Do you know how many games that can make me feel over? Just with the concept alone can bring joy to me. Do you know how many games that can do that? Very few.
I'm going to put the ship into a combat orbit. And then we can select like a subsystem over here, say the reactor.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll hit manual beams. And I can fire on that subsystem straight from the view screen. Boom. Right. Now the reactor is obstructed right now due to how the ship is oriented towards us. So until we can get a better angle on it, I'll have to wait. Here we go. Let's try now. Perfect. See, so now we're starting to do some damage to that reactor, and if we can get the reactor down, then of course it can't put as much power as it would like into its various systems.
I'm focused right now.
Is, say, turn the missiles off.
Turn
the beams off.
Yeah.
Single volume. It'll shoot our cannons. It was a miss, but.
So you want to shoot your cannons?
Or I can arm all the weapons and tell the tactical officer destroy this target.
Yeah.
And she'll handle weapons fire for me.
So
my hands free to do
really
things with the ship, such as monitor my power and heat settings.
It's like you're doing 12 things at once. I love the idea of this. Just like the idea of you giving all these. Like, I will do more vlogs. I'm probably gonna do more dev vlogs of this in the near future, guys. So don't be surprised if, like, the next 4 videos on my channel are this. 3 or 4 videos. Maybe I'll put in a Menace video as well, because I like that game as well. Like,
so we'll pull our weapons power way up.
Wow.
We're in a good range now, so I'll turn the engine power down.
So you can maneuver your ship.
This little pirate ship for the moment. So you can see that the tactical officer holds our subsystem target and prioritizes that. So now that we've done some damage to the reactor, we can switch over, maybe hit that shield generator, so it doesn't recharge shields quite as fast.
Okay.
And we've added some shortcuts to the bridge UI, like these up here under the engineer, where you can quickly adjust power settings to maximize whatever you're trying to do, or send them back to a normal setting. Readjust that there. Perfect. Yeah, this pirate freighter's not going to put up much of a fight. We've already disabled most of its systems. It's probably melting down over there by now. Perfect. Yeah, we're going to win here in a second. So you can see, kind of what we're talking about, being able to control this whole fight from the bridge. Again, this is, early gameplay. It's still an alpha. Internal build, like I said in the intro.
The explosion was just a bright light. Yeah, I can tell it's still early alpha, but by no means am I putting it down. It looks great, even in early alpha. Like, I can imagine this being tweaked a little bit more, and the visuals being excellent. Like, to me, it's already. I'm gonna keep hitting Starfield in the face with that. All right, enough with it. it looks almost as good as most of the other AA games, and already, and I can tell in maybe in a few months' time, a few years' time, it'll probably be better than most AAA games, and that's a rarity to do.
But this is representative of what we're going for, right? And we want to expand on this even more to provide even more options during combat for you to really explore like what it's like to command the ship during a complex battle scene. So as we move forward, I want to make more of these vlogs where I show some more complex scenarios. With
I might want
anatomy. Some of that still needs.
I might do more recordings of these vlogs, and I do like the very concept of this, like
be ironed out. But you can see like we have all these systems built already, and they just need to be expanded on and refined for additional gameplay. I hope this gives you guys an idea of what we're trying to do here, and we'd love to hear some feedback. We'd love to hear you guys join the Discord. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, because that's really going to help us get some algorithm action, so we can actually get this message out.
Yeah, help these guys out. If you like what you saw, help them out. Give them a subscribe, hit the like button, and do that for this channel as well.
People, because I think that a lot of folks are really looking for a game like this.
They are.
A true hard
I'm one of them.
Simulation like this. I'm not sure ever really, other than maybe Bridge Commander, a couple other games, but we'd love to see this style of game come back, and that's why we're making it. If this is something you're interested in, definitely reach out to us, because we're a small team, and we have every desire to bring a product that we can be proud of and that people want to play. That's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube, algorithm stuff that'll help us out.
So, this is an excellent view of what I think many people want from games like this. They want something like this. People have been starving for it, and they've gotten it somewhat in other games, but here they're delivering it for you. They put it at your feet, like, here you go. Want anything else? Yeah. So Starship Command, Orion Spur. Go check out their channel. Subscribe to them if you like it, and also subscribe to me if you like this content. And the like button on this video helps me know what you want me to talk about in the future, so I'll talk about it more. And as a side note, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, the bell icon. Hit the bell icon. Alright. This is a professionally run organization over here. Like one person in their pajamas. Shh, don't tell them that. They don't need to know that. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.